Hello, welcome to JIBRIN Angle on Oweleke TV. My name is JIBRIN, and this is my angle. Let's watch this video because something of significance is happening in Kaduna. Let's watch. But before we watch this video together, if you are watching, if this is the first time you are coming across this content or this channel, please subscribe to this channel and set on your notification bell, and so that whenever we upload any of our contents, you'll be notified. And like our contents, and we're on all major social media platforms at Oweleke TV, on all social media platforms. And this show specifically is JIBRIN Angle. I am the exclusive anchor of the show. This show generally what we focus on is all about current affairs, current happenings, but it's mostly in Nigeria, but extensively global as well. So that is it. So like I said, if this is your first time, thank you for joining us. If you are a returning audience, thank you for being there with us. Thank you for encouraging us. We appreciate your presence. So let's get on to what we have today. Let's watch this video and I'll come back and make my comments on it as usual. For those of you who don't understand Hausa, what the chant you hear in the background is says Kumukiso Akasanam. That means they are actually pleading or asking the soldiers to come to take over the rulership of Nigeria. So that is what it means. It means that the interpretation is Kumukiso Akasanam is you are the people we want in this land. Then he said, it means that may God give you the land, Nigeria as a country. So they are actually praying for the military guys to be courageous enough, I'm paraphrasing now, to be courageous enough to take over the leadership of the country, political leadership of the country. All right, let me play another video, and I think similar video, but this one looks a little bit different. All right. Yeah. So if you notice, I don't know, for those of you who are young, who probably were born after 1983, 83, 84, when Buhari military regime took over from Shagari, that was the time, I think, if not the one and only time we had this crave for the military to take over. And when military took over, there was a kind of jubilation on the streets. That is just where I think this is somehow a little bit different, because this is a different dimension, because even then we didn't have a situation where people were actually publicly protesting in support of the military taking over from Shagari, as bad as the government was then. A sort of so this is a different scenario publicly. This is, I think I should be right to call it to refer to it as unprecedented. The protesters are in favor of the military, protesting in support of the military taking over the political leadership of Nigeria. You saw the two videos. The second video you noticed that the military, these are protesters. I have never seen, this is actually unprecedented, never seen a scene like this in Nigeria where you find protesters and the military actually in solidarity with each other. You see them walking together, taking a walk together. The military were following this book, taking a walk together with the public, with the protesters. And the first video you had, they were actually chanting and praying for the military, that God will give them courage to take over the country. Paraphrasing now. So, and that is just it. Honestly, for those of you who have known me or who have been following me for some times now, I am an advocate of same. The truth is, for several years, I don't think there was never a time I actually supported democracy, because not in Nigeria, in other climes, in the developed and civilized environment, democracy works, and it has worked in some places. It is working in some places. So for them, it is working because they have an enabling environment. Democracy is about checks and balances. The moment there is lacuna with checks and balances in government, it can no longer be referred to as democracy. And that's exactly what we have in Nigeria. And that is why I have never supported it, because I just knew quite all right that while it is working in other climes, it cannot work in Nigeria because, one, it's a borrowed culture. Secondly, Nigerian politicians, the elite, there was and there is still no enabling environment for checks and balances. And the elite, the worst part is that the elite loves it this way because it arrogates to them an enormous power, unlimited power. And so they are categorically against anything that will clip their wings. That is just the truth. And that is why I've never supported democracy in Nigeria. And that is just it. So, and now, democracy, of course, the essence of democracy is for progress. Of course, because progress comes when you have contribution from different angles of the society. And that's why I mentioned checks and balances. Not a situation where you have one minister, one single person, a head of a ministry or a government agency, actually signing out funds, humongous resources to his or her personal or private dealings or accounts. In a standard democracy, where checks and balances are required, because in a normal client, in a sane client, you can't do that. to move funds, to make decisions, important key decisions. There should be chain of command. Such decisions or such action must pass through a level, levels of command before that action can be implemented or that decision can be implemented, as the case may be. In Nigeria, it is not so. It is not so. One person, one public official can unilaterally just make decisions, take actions, and that is it. Everybody will deal with it, should deal with it. So there are several reasons why I don't view Nigeria as conducive for democratic rule. And let's make comparison. In comparison, can someone tell me what is it that we are gaining from this democracy? It's been about 25 years now, since 1999. 25 years of democracy. Where are we? Where were we 25 years ago? And where are we today? In all ramifications: economy, welfare, education, healthcare, infrastructure, everything, name them. Where were we in 1999? Where are we today? Can you categorically or confidently say that democracy has worked or has been working? Absolutely not. If you know, the evidence is everywhere, all over us and around us. The democracy is not working in Nigeria. Our democratically elected presidents have ruled as if they were military men. And the current president we have, who never was voted in, who lost, in reality, who lost, but became the person that, but was the man that was sworn in as a president. He stole the people's mandate. And that is just it. And this same man now is there ruling like a military. Look at people protesting, protesters, for God's sake, being killed, being shot at, non-violent protesters, protesters that were protesting peacefully. You see policemen, even a policeman boasting to kill people, kill peaceful protesters. Of course, that was the order and the instruction given to them. No policeman, no government, no security agent will be that bold to utter such nonsense, such evil from his or her mouth without an instruction from above. So that is just it. Honestly, I wish and I hope the military become courageous enough. I know the top brass, the top echelon of the military, they are corrupt, they are overfed by the politicians. And that is why the politicians don't scrutinize the military budget, because they just use that to bribe them. So obviously they won't do anything. But I am hoping that the middle cadre of the military to downward will do the needful. I know it is difficult. The politicians have made it difficult for military to take over power, but it is not impossible. It is not impossible. And I hope, because that is the order. There are two ways we can salvage Nigeria: the decaying, systematic decaying of the Nigerian system. Two ways we can salvage it: either through a purposeful, targeted, focused military takeover by patriotic Nigerian military officers, not the ones who will come like during what we had during which military. Are so many other military people that some of them are retired now. Most of them are retired. I can't pinpoint anyone right now, because so many of them are retired. but I believe we still have good and purposeful and patriotic military officers in the military. Please, we urge the military, honestly, to take over the nation, the country, the rulership. Honestly, we are not better off. The country is it's sliding south very, very aggressively. We are not getting better. We were better even during military regime than in the so-called democratic regime. So I have always been, I think I've written an article on this in the past. So I've always been, for those of you who have been following me, I've always been an ardent supporter, ardent proponent of the military. And it's either the military takeover, purposeful military takeover, or a revolution, violent revolution in a way that will be targeted at the elites, not the common man on the streets. A spontaneous, what we have going on right now, I don't see it actually achieved, because what I expect, the kind of revolution I expect to achieve success, is a spontaneous and or organic. Both of them are the same, similar thing, organic or spontaneous revolution. Something that is not pre-planned, that something that the elite would not see it coming. They won't see it coming. And that is the kind of revolution that will succeed. Some of them may be, there's some revolution may be devoid of violence, but I doubt if with the Nigeria where we, the states of the nation now, I doubt if a peaceful revolution can change, because our politicians are stubborn, they are recalcitrant. And some of them are they are reprobates, they are already doomed for destruction, so they will never listen to the voice of reasoning. So until something bad begins to happen to them, they won't give out. They will not give up power. I am not a violent, for those of you who know me, I am not a violent person. I don't believe in violence, but I believe in necessity as the mother of invention. I believe in applying necessities in some situations where we just have to move forward. One needs to really move forward. Sometimes we have to chew that bitter pill, swallow that bitter pill so that we get well. Yeah? Medicine, for those of you who everybody takes medicine. You know, medicine usually, they are not sweet in taste. They are bitter. And that is just it. It's a bitter pill that we just have to swallow for Nigeria to get better. And that is it. Honestly, again, I am really solidly behind the people actually calling for the military to take over. And secondly, I noticed flags being Russian flag. I talked about it yesterday. I saw that I read that DSS arrested the people producing these flags, the Russian flags. I will ask myself, why are they arresting them? What, I don't know. Probably I'll discuss this. I'll have a lawyer on this show to ask if the government have any case against them. Should they be taken to court or whatever? If you're showing another country, a foreign country, and selling it out, I mean, I see that as a fundamental human right, the rights of business, the right, because they are selling them. I think they said they are selling the flag, the right to protest, the right to voice, to express, right of expression. And that's exactly what's happening. And that expression is, people are invited, and I'm even on their side as well. They are invited. I know Russia cannot just take over, but the thing is that everybody is kind of mirroring, a kind of projecting what happened in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. these three countries are better off for what took place and what is prevalent right now. Yeah? Niger, that was taken over by military, has been rated as one of the fastest growing economy. That is it. Burkina Faso, their economy is doing well now, peacefully. They are peaceful, relatively peaceful. Mali, better. These three countries are better off. And what happened? These are the people that these three countries, Russia is supporting them. I think that is why that is why they are flying Russian flag in parts of the north, asking Russia to support. And honestly, I rather Russia unseat US interest in Nigeria than for us to continue with. US is IMF. We have been with the US. US have been our ally for donkey years. What have we achieved? The West, UK, US, they have been our ally. What have we achieved with them? Nothing. What am I saying? Nothing. We have achieved so many things that everything we have achieved all boils down to negative. Negative. And that is why we are facing what we are facing today. Russia will definitely look at the countries that Russia have interest in. The countries are succeeding economically. Of course, Russia is succeeding economically. It has been rated as one of the I think the fifth growing economy in the world, largest growing economy in the world, or fastest growing economy. So that is just it. Yeah, fastest growing. No, not fastest. Russia is one of, I think, the fifth largest economy. Yeah, fifth largest, not growing. So that is just it. And that is my take on this. All right. Once again, my name is Jibrin. This is JIBRIN Angle, coming to you on Oweleke TV. Thank you for being with us again today, and have a wonderful day ahead. Bye.